evening, the Dragon Mage. Today we'll be doing Genshin Impact. Also, happy Lantern Rite for all Genshin players. Because the Lantern Rite event just started for 2.4, so I am very excited. Right now I'm just looking for my controller, and we'll be starting in a few minutes. Give me a sec. Oh, there it is. Alright. What up? Just need to do one more thing. I also have a Discord, so you can also check that out. Right now I'm just grab something real quick. Once I guys gotta mute myself. Sorry guys, I am back. Sorry for the wait. I should not have kept the background music on for so long. I might need to mute that after I finish going live. So, what else? Let's see. Alright, let's get started with streaming. And what else? Oh yeah, we're doing Genshin, so maybe just start that up. Just give an exec right now. I just need to twist over here. It ah, 1 sec, chat. Alright. Let's see. Sorry guys, I just need to fix the share screen because nothing linked inside. Um, oh, there we go. Alright, there. I fixed it. Thank goodness, too. I was a little bit concerned for a moment. Anyway, welcome to the chat, guys. Right now I'm gonna start playing Genshin. So right now, just thank goodness the update is like a week before. And also, happy Lantern Rite. So, it's pretty good to hear from all you guys. Alright, everything should be in order. I might need to take the illustration part out. Oh well. And what else? Let's see. Things we'll probably be doing today, we're definitely gonna do the Lantern Rite events, and also a few others. So right now I'm pretty upbeat for this one, so I can't wait. And what else? I think that's pretty much it. I'm mostly pretty much excited. Also, I have some food pre-packed. Thank goodness, because I'm definitely staying mostly off stream and not taking a 30-minute break like last time. So thank goodness on that one. Sorry, just putting stuff in my fridge. Some candy and chips and Cheez-Its. Can't go wrong with Cheez-Its. Anyway, let's get started. Sweet. Got an achievement. Thank goodness too. I was surprised. Also, guys, I want to spread a word about fellow streamer. Spread the word. Sorry, I was talking so on the phone. Alright, bye. Also, I want to talk about a fellow streamer. He's over at on the YouTube side of things. I want to. Oh, hello, Halbol. I want to spread a word for a fellow streamer. His name was, I forgot his YouTube. Give me a sec. Where was it? I know I just had it because I literally follow him. Zay Zio 4809, a fellow streamer of mine. He just reached 10 subscribers. So he also do streams just like me. If I'm right, I forgot which game he was playing last time because he was literally doing his first stream yesterday. So I want to spread a word about him as well because he's also considering doing Scarlet and Violet, and we might be doing a collaboration with one another. I just need to get a capture card so I can record images on my Switch and bring it to display on my Twitch channel. Also, I'm definitely gonna be putting more stuff on YouTube. I'll be working on most of my illustrations on YouTube and a couple games on the side if I'm up at 1%. And also, I might be doing some more co-ops both on YouTube and Twitch. And I do have a couple games I do want to play. For myself, I do play Hades and also Warframe. So I want to try to get into more of those aspects of the games. Um, I'll give you a link to their channel. I'll just put it in the chat. So also check them out because if I'm right, they should have two videos going, two live videos. So one sec. There we go. And you can check that out as you wish. And also you also check my YouTube channel as well. I do have like a couple of Persona 5 videos and also some Genshin videos that I actually posted because I did mention a few streams earlier that I'll be doing some pre-recorded videos of Genshin Impact. So I also will put that in there as well. There you go. So you can go check that out if you want, if you have the time. And what else? I think that's pretty much it of all I want to talk about. Other than that, let's get started with the game. Oh, I was like, there we go. All right. Also, yo, Howbull, how you doing? Sorry, I wasn't talking as much. Anyway, we can start with this Lantern Rite event. I already logged in a few times, but I was doing other things on here, mostly leveling up a few characters because right now Nihida is kind of well rough around the edges, so I'm still trying to work on her a little more. Anywho, let's check the Lantern Rite events. Okay, this is gonna be very interesting for today. Also need to collect claim. Also, who's gonna be in the drops today? Oh yeah, new Al Haytham's showing up in this banner. He showed up like literally a good while. And what else? Hmm. Also, new chapters. Also, Desert Storms. And also, Lord of the Desert. I still haven't explored Sumeru as far as the rest of the regions, so I'm definitely gonna be doing more of that because I've been really kicking back on the on Sumeru because I realized I was lacking since Inazuma because I was trying to collect all the electrostasis. Give me a sec. Let's collect this. Thank you. Anywho, let me just double check the quality is okay because I don't want it to go one-sided because sometimes that happens. Yeah, I'm not really interested in your offer, thanks. Let's continue going. Hold up a sec. I might need to check on the quality. Give me a sec. Let's see, because it was a little bit blurry, I'll want to try to fix it. I'm a little bit of a fickler. Alright, just give me a sec to check the video quality. Frame rate highs, to check. Alright, trying again. Sorry about that, guys. And what else am I forgetting? Yeah, I think that's everything. I'm definitely gonna be doing a lot this stream, so I am happy. Alright, it's linking and oh man, also how do I open this? Oh. That always happens. Alright, let's start with the Lantern Rite event. Like, really, because now I'm like a couple minutes behind. Wow, I got a lot of questions. Whoa. Let's go, Lantern Rite. Alright. Let me see. Okay, if I say the sound effects were kind of a little bit off for a little bit.
To our success.
I expected the Lantern Rite already got started. Uh, I might need to grab the quest. Give me a sec. There it is. Alright, time to go to the tea house.
Uncle Tien, we're here to chat with you.
Oh? What a lovely surprise. Welcome. Oishi, why don't you go downstairs and get the shopkeeper to make us a fresh pot of tea? I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently. I would very much like to hear your adventure stories.
We had tons, really.
Hoishin told you, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. I'm quite all right. It's just the years gradually catching up with me. As I grow older, I'm starting to find that with many things, though the mind is willing, the flesh is weak. Especially recently, I've noticed a rather drastic drop in my energy levels. I am still very much in good standing as the Tianshu today. Nevertheless, I wish to pass on the position before my mental acuity begins to decline beyond redemption.
Sure.
How difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
Oh, well, you see, the Tianshu is a rather unique position among the Liyue Qixing. Historically speaking, the Tianshu rarely appears in public. We stay behind the scenes, planning and giving advice. So a public selection process would not be suitable.
Interesting.
We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from influence by outside forces. So we tend to be as discreet as possible in their assessment and appointment. For these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice, and this is then approved by the other Qixing members.
So in other words, you pick someone, and then Lady Keqing, Lady Ningguang, and the other Qixing appoint them?
Pretty much, I guess so.
Correct. Unfortunately, due to my health, I won't be able to assess every candidate myself. Not to despair, however, because I found someone exceptionally capable to act on my behalf as assessment officer. In fact, I believe you recently became acquainted with her yourself.
Oh, her.
Who is it?
I'm heartbroken. I thought it might take you a
Hello.
little longer than this to forget all about me.
Not that forgetful.
Fun.
Jackpot. Uncle Tien here asked me to assess 3 candidates for him. Fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the next Tianshu. Might be a good opportunity for you.
What do you think?
I agree with the Traveler. It is a very good opportunity.
Paimon thinks so too. It can't be a bad thing to be on good terms with a new Qixing, right?
All right then. Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tien, you say you're into behind-the-scenes planning? My work's of the covert variety too. Don't you think I might make a good Tianshu?
Huh? Yelan, you want to be the next Tianshu?
I'm not opposed to the idea, but I suspect Ningguang wouldn't let you go very easily after how long you've been working together.
No kidding,
So,
working
how
incognito,
about
practically a
this?
spy.
If your investigation reveals that none of the other candidates are qualified for the position, I'll recommend you for the job.
Deal. Well, you guys take your time. Everything's all set for the assessments to go ahead. Meet me on the first floor when you're ready. Until then, have a pleasant conversation. Oh, and no need to pay for your tea. As the new owner of this fine establishment, this runs on the house.
Thanks.
You're all set?
Yeah.
Uncle Tian seems really worn down. It's like all his energy's gone.
Yeah, it may sound harsh, but Uncle Tian is past his prime. He's not cut out for this anymore. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qinwei, Mingbo, and Zhi. Qinwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Mingbo works at the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs, and Zhi is focused on study and travel. Try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you forget, since we'll be assessing them at Yuehai Pavilion in a short while.
Qianwei, Mingbo, Zhi. Paimon should be able to remember their names, but what does the assessment involve exactly?
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai Pavilion. All right. Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything, no matter how small.
Got it.
Got it. We'll keep our eyes wide open.
Alright. Let's get rolling. To the 7-star selection. Alright. I'm doing the right quest. You should complete during the turn wins. Glory of win. 1.
Time flies so fast. Before you know it, Lanterite's almost here again. The people of Liyue must have already started preparing for the most important festival of the year, right? Hopefully Paimon will be able to check out tons of great food again this year. Anyway, let's go to Liyue Harbor and see what's up.
Huh. I guess I was doing different quests. Me and you complete another quest. What's the name of Lord of the Desert? I recommend to complete Golden Slumber and Secret Rest before exploring. Noted. Huh. Oh. I guess I did the wrong event. That's funny. So let's see. I pretty much completed all the Archon quests. Maybe I was going backwards. That's funny. Let me see. Morax! Bio Pal.
Paimon votes we go say hi to Xiangling first. Huh? Xiangling? What a pleasant surprise meeting you here!
Oh? Why, the pleasure is all mine. As is the surprise, surely. It must be fate that brings us together in this place. How have you fared as of late?
Things are doing alright.
Setbacks are inevitable over the course of a long journey. If you wish to share what's troubling you, allow me to lend my ear. There is no need to shoulder all burdens by yourself.
Thanks.
You are too kind.
So, Xiangling, are you here to listen to stories over tea again?
I had originally planned to set out after this last round of tea. However...
However...
I had planned to take a walk to Chingsa village and gather some nascent bamboo shoots, which are currently in season. A villager there once gave me a small sample, and they possessed a most excellent flavor.
Interesting.
Nascent bamboo shoots? Why can't you just use normal bamboo shoots instead? Wait, Paimon knows, because Zhongli prefers the finer things in life, right?
Correct.
Okay, Mr. Particular, let me guess. Ahem. The nascent bamboo shoot has a uniquely tender texture and a delicate sweet taste that its normal cousin cannot match.
Like Taichu.
An astute observation, Paimon. You know me well indeed. Lantern Rite is almost upon us, but besides the bamboo shoots, there are a few other items I have not yet procured from Director Hu's list. May I ask if you have already made arrangements for the days ahead?
Well, we were planning to use the opportunity to say hi to some of our friends, but before we were able to figure out a schedule, we ran into you.
Well then, might I invite you to imagine the sheer delight that is a soup cooked with the freshest nascent bamboo shoots in all the land. Generous cuts of pork belly and crisp, fragrant bamboo shoots placed together in the pot and left to simmer slowly for half a day.
Ooh.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Paimon's onto your plan. You just want to hoodwink us into fetching your bamboo for you.
Liar. Paimon, your eyes are glowing like
Why,
no
I
one's
assure
business
you,
right now.
I would do no such thing. I merely wish to inform you of the freshest, most succulent and flavorful bamboo shoots one could ever hope to taste.
Suddenly, don't hustle.
Ugh, let's go, Traveler. Paimon, collecting a few bamboo shoots shouldn't take too long. Paimon has got to get her hands on some of that soup.
Such fine specimens
great.
are indeed well worth the excursion. Very well. I shall leave the bamboo shoots to you. Should you have the good fortune to find some, please share them with me as well.
Okay.
See? Paimon knew he was just bamboozling us.
However,
No need for the
there is
fun.
no need to rush. The streets of Liu will be bustling with visitors and filled with all manner of celebrations during the festive period. By all means, go wherever your interests lead you. The nascent bamboo shoots would be but a wonderful final touch to a most exceptional feast. What an honor it would be to savor them in the company of friends.
I understand.
We're heading out. Enjoy your walk, young Lee.
Take care now, you two.
Listen, let me tell you how it is. Oh there, come and see these rare, precious
All right. Prerequisite quests. Oh. Fine, I'll finish 7-star before continuing the quest. And it's a drag. Let's see. Alright, time to dive. How did I not stumble upon this chest?
Glad there weren't any poisonous mushrooms inside.
Damn, that was a real delay. Oh no, oh no. Okay. No, it happened again. Ah, great. One sec. Standard. Alright. Sorry about the connection issues. Just need to adjust the frame rate. I think it's the frame rate. Hmm? Well, hold up, chat. No, the game didn't crash. It's just the screen share I'm using for it. That's the one that messed up. It should be fixed now. Give me a sec. There we go. Because if I try to run it on my computer and try to run the stream in the same time, it actually give it a lower frame rate and buys a lot of CPU running
My
the
legs are getting
studios.
sore. What is
Anyway,
wrong with this
cutscene.
assessment officer? This is a huge occasion and I don't even get a chair. I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
Oh, I mean, I think it's fine.
That's called being complacent. If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able to change anything in the future.
Uh-huh.
Oh, come on. That's just... Now you're just being unreasonable.
All right, you two. Let's not get into a big argument over this. Not worth it. Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for. And Mingbo, cut him some slack. We've all been standing around for a while. It's natural to be getting irritable. Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're obliged to stand up while we wait, so why don't we borrow some chairs from the guild nearby?
Fine. They're not the best quality chairs, to be sure. But under the circumstances, it would be better than nothing.
It looks like all 3 candidates have arrived.
Wow, nice shot.
We'll meet them formally soon. Before that, let me run you through the assessment process.
Shoot.
I've split it into 2 stages: current affairs and planning, and face-to-face interview. In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. In the second stage, we will ask them some questions in person. Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Wow, one of them is really thick.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected
much
to
better.
implement their plan as put forward in their manifesto. Failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not be permitted to change their plan. Therefore, these 3 piles of documents in front of us represent where each candidate stands on key policy issues.
Interesting.
There's still some time. Have a skim through, get a first impression of what each person's proposing. I'll be waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done.
Alright, let's check the manifest. Where should I... manifesto address main communication to the issue, providing barriers of analysis, viewing something. Alright. 2. First, the affairs, checking balances, focusing on resolving the problem, and solution. Huh, so that one seemed like it's on scratching the surface. Interesting. We found our candidate.
Finished, huh? What did you think?
Everyone took it very seriously.
Of course they did. They have the chance to be picked as the new Tianshu, so you can bet they're putting their best foot forward. And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. Nobody wants to have any regrets.
Point taken. Okay.
That's for me to know and you to find out.
Oh, that's
We can
no
talk
fun.
more after the interviews. We'll see the candidates now. Let's do one at a time. Start with Chenwei.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, so you two are the assessment officers, are you?
Yeah, pretty much.
I had assumed that given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in
Ooh,
person.
that's a little
I
shocking.
certainly hadn't imagined I'd be seeing two entirely unfamiliar faces. I trust you've read through my manifesto? I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult to grasp. It was written with an expert audience in mind, after all.
I take offense to
Mind your
that.
tone, mister.
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. I was simply stating a fact. Cloud Retainer? You know this Adeptus? Oh, yeah, I remember now. You must be the traveler that people are constantly talking about. With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition. Perhaps you will be able to understand the concepts I have put forward. Yeah, although I shouldn't get my hopes up.
At least he's honest.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes. Please introduce yourself.
I'm, Mingbo. I work in the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I've worked there for, 9 years, 5 months, and 3 days. In that time, I've handled, 2,347 cases.
Wow.
I have
that's a lot.
12 active cases at the moment. They should be concluded in, 16 days? My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for, auditing the accounts. To be more precise, there are 3 parts to the accounts, namely...
Is it just Paimon, or is he not very good at public speaking?
Doesn't seem
You
like
know what?
I'm not trouble
Let's
speaking
leave
to
the
public as well,
self-introduction
so
there
that's
and
kinda
move
fair.
on to some questions.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Hello. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little nervous.
Don't
What would you
be.
like to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability to put your plan into action?
Wow, it is blunt.
Very fair question. I completely understand where you're coming from. But I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of people with far more expertise than myself, and my manifesto is the conclusion of these efforts. Of course, two different problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways, and you might reach two very contradictory conclusions depending on which one you're focusing on. What I've tried to do is strike a balance. In other words, present an optimal solution to all the problems as a whole.
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
Wow.
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion evaluate any proposals before implementation. Post-implementation, it would all come down to the results. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results, I would take responsibility.
Nice answer. All right, next question.
He seems like a great guy. Everything he said was thoughtful and logical, and he was just a pleasure to listen to.
Well, I gotta say his thesis wasn't too bad, but it wasn't being specific. Mostly was being on certain details, so it was a meh.
Here's my take on what we just learned. As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many excellent ideas in his manifesto which effectively target the big issues. But he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. He doesn't care much about other people's feelings. Mingbo's plan is more thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work, very detail-oriented. But he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites. Mingbo is not very articulate and comes across as very timid in conversation.
Perfect summary. Paimon couldn't agree more. You're good at this, Yuan.
Last but not least, Zhi. His manifesto is full of pertinent details, his methodology is sound, and his proposals cover a broad range of fields, which is quite a rare feat. The depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. Plus, he is modest and good at dealing with people. But what really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tien's. Having someone like Zhi take the position would certainly put Uncle Tien's mind at rest.
Great!
We'll see. Let's go back and report to Uncle Tien.
Ah, so it was a third guy.
One with nature.
Yeah, sit. Go. There we go.
I see. Then it's more or less as I anticipated.
All right, then let me ask this. The ideas in Zhi's manifesto are very similar to your own. Is there any particular reason behind this?
Oh, I didn't want to say anything when I gave you the list of candidates, for fear of affecting your judgment. But I can tell you now. Those 3 candidates have all studied under me in the past. It's only natural that they share some similarity with me. But Qianwei went on to focus on his business, and Mingbo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them, Zhi was with me for the longest duration.
Whoa! So how did you get to know them all, Uncle Tien?
Qianwei was referred to me by an old friend. Mingbo came to my attention in the course of my work, and as for Zhi, I was pure happenstance. We first met while fishing. Gradually, as we got to know each other, we started discussing all sorts of topics. Zhi came from a poor family, and his parents died when he was very young. But he was a gifted student and a fast learner. He reminded me of a younger version of myself, so I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out fishing and noticed how quickly he got on. Quite. And now, all of a sudden, he's grown into a mature young man. It's a joy to see, but it also gets one thinking. The young are growing up, and I am growing old. How time flies. No one can escape the cycle of life.
I don't know, Uncle Tian. You still seem in pretty good shape to me. You might have another few years of work left in you, don't you think?
Oh, you. There's really no need to console me. Having less energy than I used to isn't such a bad thing. It just means I finally have a good reason to retire and spend my days doing what old men like me should be doing.
Fishing?
Going fishing whenever I feel like it.
Sounds like you sure love fishing, Uncle Tian.
Ooh, there's nothing quite like fishing to pass the time. Ooh, and freshly caught fish, they make the most beautiful fish soup with barely any preparation required.
Neat.
Fresh fish soup. Sounds tasty.
Doesn't it? Also, some time ago, Jerry purchased a very special recipe from an old fisherman. When we've been fishing recently, Jerry always brings some extra ingredients he prepared in advance. Oh, the addition of these makes the soup taste even more wonderful. That flavor makes for a fond memory. But at my age, who knows how many more chances I have left to taste it again.
Oh, can Paimon come next time too? Paimon really wants to try it.
Let's get back to the matter at hand. Uncle Tian, we've reported back. Do you have a verdict?
I appointed you as the assessment officer, and I trust your judgment. Had you not asked me why Juri's ideas were so similar to mine, I was not going to mention my history with any of them. This decision must be guided by what is fair and right. Please disregard all other considerations and make your final decision only after a thorough review of each candidate's talents and capabilities. Remember, you must be thorough.
Yes,
Understood.
sir.
Come on, let's go talk somewhere else.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tian. Look after yourself.
When are we gonna start deciding? I'm pretty sure it's definitely gonna be
So,
the third
it's
one.
gonna be Jiri, right?
Yeah.
His manifesto was written well, and he's the best speaker.
Easy. Let's not rush. There's no time limit for this assessment.
True.
Huh? So, are you gonna give them more tests or something?
No, nothing like that. The assessment itself is complete. But let me give you a word of advice. Things are not always as they appear.
Really?
The biggest no-no in intelligence work is to only get information from the person of interest themselves. The truth is almost always hidden beneath many layers of deception. You have to get information through many different channels. For example, Wenyuan, Shanghua.
Yes?
Whoa, where they came from?
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
Ugh! Who are they? Where did they come from?
They're Shinobi.
Did they scare you? These two are Wenyuan and Shanghua. They work for me. As my trusted assistants, they are always standing guard nearby. They also perform various assignments as required. Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trading. Wenyuan relies on word of mouth. And there's also Upei, who's not here right now.
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time now. Is he all right? I seem to remember that he can't swim.
Nothing can take that guy down. Certainly not a little wind and waves.
Shanghua, visit all the commerce guilds and look into Qianwei's background. Wenyuan, go to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and look through Mingbo's work files.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, you're probably your own Shinobis.
So what about Juri?
Jur-E. Well, obviously, as the most promising candidate, we will be investigating him ourselves.
Ooh,
Let's go to the
interesting.
docks first. Lots of people passing through there. You can find out all kinds of things.
If
I
we're
smell
looking for
plot
information,
twist.
why don't we try talking to Bulai, the owner of Wanyu Boutique? He does business at the North Wharf. Maybe he has some news for us.
That's actually not a bad idea. Let's go and ask him.
Huh, an inspector for a floating pie mine. Man, you two are just rude. Oh, a little bit with the knife.
Huh? What's Bulai doing here today?
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high. I can't buy in at this price. How am I supposed to turn a profit?
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsetias ever. You won't find anyone who disputes that. I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
Even
Surely
so...
you jest.
Alright. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet. If you won't take him, I'll just have to partner with them instead. And neither of us wants that.
Okay, well, when you put it that way, I'll accept your asking price. I'll take all your stock. Don't sell a single one to Second Life.
Okay. That's what I call a hustle.
Oh, what are you doing here? And to be clear, these Sunsetias are mine. I get to them first. Don't get any ideas.
Knock yourself out.
Actually, we want to ask you about a guy called Juri. Have you heard of him before?
Juri? Yes, he's quite well known. I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. His parents died when he was young, and he was treated cruelly by the local community. One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time, but Juri never retaliated. And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he even helped support the family. He returned cruelty with kindness, injustice
jolly
with
old
peace
fellow.
offerings. A gentleman of talent and character, and... oh, how did I not notice him sooner? In fact, maybe I'm not too late. If I could hire him to be the brand ambassador for Wanyo Boutique.
Oh, he sounds like a decent man. We can finally breathe a sigh of relief.
Nah, need more
Why
information.
are you asking about him anyway? You aren't looking for a brand ambassador too, are you?
No.
Well then, in that case, the higher bidder takes the... Ah, that's Juri right over there. Why don't we go and talk to him?
Where?
Huh.
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Linlong. Come on, let's follow them and listen in. Try not to let him see you. We want this information to be as truthful as possible.
Wait for espionage.
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this. Hey!
Yeah, we just gotta ignore you.
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
Oh, great. The Shinobi way.
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
What's the hurry? Don't get too close, or he'll see you.
How? I'm hiding behind a box.
Try not to let him see you. We want this information to be as truthful as possible.
He's...
I understand. Let's
yeah,
walk
see you
and
tomorrow,
talk.
man.
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set?
I should get out this
Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
The truth is, an old friend of mine, who likes to have a drink now and then, he fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me, then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
Thank you very much, Miss Linlong.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Juri. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me.
What's the hurry? Don't get too close, or he'll see you.
Dang it! I was Icarus! I flew too close to the sun! Dear, why?
Try not to let him see you. We want the...
I understand. Let's walk and talk. So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
Man, I wish I had some.
The truth is, an old friend of mine, who likes to have a drink now and then, he fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me, then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
See, I did this the Shinobi way. Yeah, but see, you can't get out my real, you can stuff.
Thank you very much, Miss Linlong.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Juri. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me.
Juri seems to get along really well with everyone. Are you satisfied now, Yelan? Seems like everyone thinks Juri's a great guy.
We shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet. Let's go check out the wharf where he usually goes fishing.
Do we have to? Wait, you're not just trying to dig up some dirt on Juri because you want to be Tianshu yourself, are you?
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But hey, if I do become Tianshu, I'll look out for you guys.
Sure you
You'll
will.
be able to try all the finest food for free. How does that sound?
You can buy Paimon, but not buying me.
Come on! Off to the South Wharf we go!
Okay. Aerogenic time. All these are from, yeah. Is it interject tomb or interject time? 1,000 miles of interject. Right.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble.
Okay, this is pretty far out. Oh, it's still in leeway. It's just. Hmm. Good thing I'm not walking on foot. Hallelujah for teleporters. They save my behind more times than not. Can't believe it's almost 2 hours.
Bamboo shoot,
Oh, damn,
bamboo
board.
shoot, Mason bamboo shoot. Oh, this one's only just sprouted, and it looks super fresh. Paimon thinks this is the one.
Uh-huh.
These should be enough. Let's head back.
Help! Help!
Did you hear that? Someone's calling for help. It's coming from over there.
What? Where? Oh, it's on the road. Well, I'm cool.
Are you okay? Did any water go down the wrong pipe?
Fortuna?
I think I'm okay now. Thank you so much.
That was scary. Well, at least you're all right. All thanks to your savior here. Oh, a little girl? Greetings, everyone. My name is Yao Yao. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Are you sure you're Duckly's younger sister?
She's so well-mannered. My name's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
I'm Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine. I came through Stone Gate intending to head towards Liyue Harbor, but then I became captivated by the beautiful scenery. And before long, I was completely lost. Just now, I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water. If it weren't for Miss Yao Yao's help, I shudder to think what might have happened.
It's all right, Mr.
Are you from the
Dvorak.
Water Nation?
The splashing
Well, not
around the
Water
bottom
Nation,
of the
more
waterfall
Hydro
means the
on
stone
Fortuna?
path is
You guys
always
know how
wet
to
and
swim?
slippy. You definitely have to be careful. Next time you're exploring an unfamiliar environment, try to focus on what's right in front of you. Don't let your mind wander. As long as you watch your step, accidents like this won't happen anymore.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. I'll remember to be more careful next time.
Oh, are you hungry, sir?
Oh, I'll be fine.
Please, sir, it's quite all right. I was born and raised here in Liyue. It's only natural for me to extend my hospitality to any guests who are passing through. I expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. It's very important to keep your energy levels up. I still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack. Why don't we split them between the four of us? Aw, what a thoughtful kid! She even has some for Paimon! You're welcome.
Interesting. Ah, damn. Body's a little whack.
Mmm, so tasty. If only there were more.
More?
Having a healthy appetite is a good thing. It means Paimon's still growing. If I'd known I was gonna run into you, I would have made a second batch. Hope you're taking notes, Traveler. This is how you treat your Paimon. What do you think, sir? Are Liyue's snacks to your taste? I wonder if they're not sweet enough.
No, they're perfect. When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try one of the moon pies. It had a meat filling, unlike these crisps. But apart from that, it seems like they follow a similar cooking process. Both are delicious in their own way. As for Fontaine's cooking, though, it's been a long time since I've had a taste of home.
Sounds like you spend a lot of time on the road, huh?
I do. It's part of my job. I'm one of the main organizers of the Iridescence Tour.
Iridescence Tour?
Interesting.
The Iridescence Tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine. We're looking to expand, though. Our aim is to hold a festival in every nation. At least, all the main organizers share this goal. Unfortunately, it's a long story, so I'll spare you the details. But anyway, so the main reason I'm traveling all around Tavad is to promote our music festivals. But I have some personal reasons, too.
What's that?
Huh? What are they? Just tell us already.
Let me see. Well, to explain it in full, I'd have to start with a story from my ancestors. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Oh, I love listening to stories. Mm-hmm. We want to hear it too.
Okay, then I'll start from the beginning. The story goes that my ancestor, who was also a traveler, once slipped and fell into a lake during his travels. As he was sinking and gasping for breath, he heard a wondrous tune in the air. They say it was the most beautiful, moving melody he had ever heard. Even in that life and death moment, the ethereal music seized his full attention and almost made him forget the fact that he was drowning. When he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from him stood an unfamiliar woman with an almost divine aura. Once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left without a word. My ancestor tried to run after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated them, no matter how quickly he gave chase, he drew no closer and remained a dozen paces behind. In the end, all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance, before at last he turned around and made his way home. Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument so that he could spread his story far and wide, just like the bards. After generations of retelling, embellishing, and dramatizing, people have come to think of that lady as something like a fairy. The story's become something of a local legend in Fontaine. It's called the Lady Overlooking the Lake. People now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long as you play a pleasing melody, you will hear a fairy lady who is hiding out of sight, playing along with you.
Wow!
Well, yes. As it stands now, it's become a touch too romantic and detached from reality. But I understand the original story and its historical grounding better than anyone else. I wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So I decided to retrace my ancestors' steps and search for that lady's modern-day descendants. Of course, there's no way of knowing where my ancestor fell into the lake all those years ago. So I always knew that the search would be akin to looking for a needle in a haystack. I've spent many years on the road now, and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was in my youth. The wish that I've spent half my life chasing after has now become something of an obsession.
Well, I haven't lived half of my life yet, but still, I understand how you must feel. I meant too! It's like... imagine if you saved the center of a lotus flower crisp, which is the best part, by the way, because you wanted to eat it another day, but then suddenly, sploosh! It falls into the water, never to be seen again!
Me and the trout have the exact same
remember that
reaction.
for the rest of her life.
There's no need to feel sorry for me. I've made some progress over the years. For example, I've concluded that the story must have taken place in Liyue.
Oh, so you finally found a lead?
Yes, in fact, that's an intriguing story in and of itself. I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom, but more recently, I heard that the Animal Archon returned to Mondstadt for a festival in the fall. and learned that he himself is a patron deity of music. So I prayed for the Animal Archon's guidance in the Mondstadt Cathedral, and as soon as I set foot back outside the front gate, I noticed a cluster of leaves being blown in the wind further and further west, towards Stone Gate. A friendly local told me that this meant the wind was guiding me in the direction of Liyue, so I followed their advice and made my way here. Right? You get it. I knew I'd find someone that agrees with me eventually.
Shoot, Venti gave him a heads up because he
sure?
knows the identity of the person.
It sounds a bit too much like one of those fake legends told by those treasure hoarder guys to scam gullible grannies from Jingsa Village. Rex Lapis has returned to the world. Just give me some incense and a little more towards the travel fees, and I will pass your gift on to the Lord of Geo and ask him to keep you and your family safe and well. And so on and so on. Don't worry, Yao Yao. We have a lot of experience with deciphering omens and stuff.
And also,
and
we
anyway,
must met every
so over more of,
and
right?
I got every Archon so far.
Actually, to express my gratitude, I did spend rather a lot of more on several bottles of fine wine, which I left at the Statues of the Seven along the way.
God damn it, Venti!
Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't I bring you all to Yujing Terrace to see Miss Ganyu? I don't know very many people, so I can't help you out much. But Miss Ganyu and the Qixing know just about everything. If you've been scammed, they'll help you get your Mora back. And if the wind was telling the truth, and you want to keep looking for that lady's family, they'll be the best people to ask.
But you've already helped me so much.
Well, I was gonna take some new medicinal herbs and plants I picked to Miss Ganyu anyway, so it's no trouble at all. You know what? It's been a minute since we saw Ganyu too. It should be nice to pay her a visit before Lantern, right?
Ah, the goat girl.
All right. Well, my sincere thanks to you all. I will never forget your kindness.
Okay, everyone. Uh-oh. Paimon's out of a job. Oh well. Paimon will just be a cheerleader instead.
Of course. I'm also gonna check this in. That should be the quest. Okay, that should be it. Opportunity arises.
The wind knows me.
I'll be coming up the mountain. And almost there. Oh! And I know treasure borders are here. And also, I did not know this. Okay. Later. Gotcha!
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
Time to go.
Oh, that burns. Ow.
Wind strike.
I call that a Alright, in a few minutes I'm about to log out because I got work. And I gotta say, I wish streaming paid the bills, but they don't. Consider it as a hobby. Also, I like streaming, like a lot. I might think about doing some more games because I heard them doing I mean, during the Battle Network series, last time I checked, I heard from Nintendo they're doing a complete overhaul over it and bringing this bringing the series back as a whole. So I am definitely going to take my chances and go over there. After I manage to grab a capture card, I should be able to do some pre-recordings of it on my Switch and probably go live with it if if I can figure out how to do it. So I'm very excited for this so far. And also I want to try to stream more of my Switch games over there. I heard from my fellow YouTube buddies, the one I mentioned earlier. He told me that goes straight to grab a capture card so I'll be able to display the video game from my Switch.
Time to go.
I'm definitely gonna try buying the capture card and use it. First, I'm gonna save up money because right now in the near future, I am gonna be staying here during the summer, so I won't be doing any transition like last time. But during next December, I am definitely heading back to the original location to keep an eye on the house because usually I gotta check in there once in
The
a while.
wharf is as busy as ever.
And
I hear the anglers
that's
here
pretty much
sometimes
it.
sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers. Let's see what Uncle Soon has to say.
After Major, I got enough for a wish. If I can make a wish, then I can probably end it like that. Give me a sec. Dang! Only got 5. That's brutal. Well, I still got 16 days to get Al Haytham, but I'm not really thinking about pulling for him. Rather say he's a very interesting Dendro user, and also the first Dendro sword user. And I'm interested in his method of magic with his vision. So, rather say we come to creativity with using the abilities from their vision. I rather say Al Haytham is probably a good one of them that utilizes the vision in somewhat in complexity and also uniqueness. Rather say Al Haytham got a lot of creativity manifesting the vision's power in this extent. Ooh, got mail. Oh, neat. Alright, I think I'll stop it here. Anyway, thank you guys for watching the stream. I'm so glad I got some more people watching. I am gonna do more streams on YouTube and also here as well. And I'm definitely gonna try to do Persona 5 Royal and also God of War. Right now I'm thinking about doing God of War, but I need to figure out better implications for it. And also, if I'm saying this right, I do have Persona 5 as well. I did put pre-post recording videos of it on my YouTube channel, but if I'm right, I didn't update that was like 2 years ago, so I probably can pick up where I left off my last save file if I still have it. If not, I'll probably start over again and try to do a new game plus, because right now I am doing a hard difficulty on Persona Royal and trying to get the true story. So I don't feel like backtracking that much. So that's pretty much it. After that, I am very excited to play more of God of War, because right now I'm currently rusty, and also my classes are coming up next week, so I'm probably have less time to do this. So I'll try to put many hours as I could into this channel and also my future ones. Also, I'm definitely gonna try to do some more illustrations both on my Twitch and YouTube, and try to make a better background. Better background for my channel, and also for my videos, my stream space for it. And let's see. Also, I recommend you guys try to watch this over PC, because you try to watch this on your phone, you probably won't get very good quality from it. You can probably edit the authenticity on it through the video, maybe make it look better. but I recommend try watch my streams on a laptop or a desktop. You probably do it with your phone, but I don't know how the quality will look like in there. So that's pretty much it. Also, I'm planning to visit my girlfriend next summer. So until I earn enough money, so right now I'm trying to work my way up. Usually I don't really want to bring in my personal stuff, but this one I can honestly talk about because I'm not saying her name. I really want. Right now I'm just gathering up the money to get a trip over to a place that literally costs at least $1,000 a ticket, and I probably might do a connecting flight to Japan. So if I have time, I can probably do a recording. I'll be recording my time in Japan and post it on YouTube. And also I'll be telling my social media sites if I'm not going to be posting art during that time. Because I'm probably out of town with a friend and I can't go there by myself, so I ask my family for it. So after all this, I think that's everything. Thank you so much for watching my stream. This is Zero, the Makai, not the Makai Mage. I'm not Gara. Zero, the Dragon Mage, signing off.